Welcome back to the channel. It's your host Rob with I-25 Kia. I'm joined today with the 2022 Kia Sportage LX. Now we've covered this vehicle many times, but I don't think we've done a single review of the Sportage LX trim. So I'm very excited to introduce you guys to the LX trim, but first let's take a look at this exterior. So we've covered many different Sportages on this channel. This is the first time that we've ever done a Sportage LX. And right out the gate, I mean, judging from the exterior, you really can't tell much of a difference. I mean, obviously, you don't have those sweet 19-inch alloy wheels, but considering that Kia has a trim level called the Nightfall that has the darker alloy wheels, this kind of looks like it. And I'm getting lots of comments about the redesign for the Sportage for 2022. Yes, it is coming, but also these were still in production, so there's actually going to be two different types of shapes for 2022 Sportages. This is the one that's currently available. So with all that being said, at the front of this guy, you have your signature tiger nose grille. It's a very unique shape. I really like the chrome detailing that outlines the whole thing. I think the front of the Sportage has always looked really good. They didn't have to redesign it, but I do like the new redesign too, whenever we get our eyes on it. But one of the things that makes the Sportage so unique is this 28-degree angle. So it makes it look like you can go off-roading with it. And this thing does have all-wheel drive, so theoretically, you could. You have projector beam headlights, and you've also got LED daytime running lights. You have your fog lamps down below. This particular Sportage LX comes in the steel gray paint job, and I really like the steel gray paint job. It's a good looking car. The Sportage sits on these nice 18-inch gray alloy wheels. I like any vehicle that has murdered out wheels. It just looks cool with the black boots. You've got the turn signals on the side of the mirror. You also have a two-tone, so you have your steel gray and your black, really pulling the whole car together. And then the back end of the Sportage, I really can't complain. It's simple, it's nice, it looks like a Sportage. I like the way the tail lights kind of protrude down, but then they also have a beam that goes all the way across. And then you do have a nice rear spoiler, making this thing a little bit more aerodynamic. Turn signals are down below, and then you've got another chrome piece that attaches to the other turn signal. You got your standard Kia key fob, lock, unlock, trunk, and then you've got your alarm button, which I never really like to do on video because it scares me. But if your car is locked and your key is in your pocket, and then you walk up to this door, all you gotta do is hit this button once, and then gain entry into your vehicle. And now we are captain of the ship. The steering wheel is designed very nice. It's a nice squishy rubber. On the left side, you can control your phone calls. You can control the volume on your music. You can switch between your music. You can also hang up your phone calls. The mode button is going to shuffle in between either your radio station, your Apple CarPlay, or FM and AM radio. And then this is voice activation for whenever you're doing Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. On the right side of the wheel, you can activate your cruise control. You can accelerate and decelerate with this button. This is going to go through the menu that's on your instrument cluster. And obviously OK is OK, and cancel is no. To the left of your steering wheel, you can control the brightness of your instrument cluster. You can turn your blind spot detection off, and this is also where you can activate your lane keep assist. In the middle of your center console, you're going to have your drive mode button. This does come with 3 different drive modes: Eco, Sport, and Normal. This button is to turn on and off your downhill brake, and then this button, since this is all-wheel drive, is to lock your center differential. All 3 of these buttons are super helpful. My favorite being drive mode. I like to put it into Sport. It opens up that throttle a little bit more, and it also tightens up this wheel for you so you can handle the power. The Sportage does come with an 8-inch touchscreen display with your integrated Apple CarPlay / Android Auto. You can access your phone calls, go through your music. You can get the maps that you already have loaded on your phone, and you can also do text messages without having to touch your phone. The text messages work through Siri, so there is no excuse for you being a distracted driver with your phone. You can also put apps on there like your Waze app. But this touchscreen, It's very fluid, it works really well, and it's also gonna be where you find your backup camera. You do have those dynamic bending guidelines, which are a great thing to have in a vehicle like this. But the interior of the Sportage is very nice. It's very roomy, it's spacious. This is just a black interior, but I do like the way the seats are. I like the nice detailing on it, like these little reflector strips, and these are really comfortable seats. So this is definitely something that you sacrifice whenever you jump down in a package. I mean, the higher end ones have like leather seating or like the syntax material, and now you're just getting cloth. But considering the price difference, I'm in the market for something like this. I like the value of the Sportage. One thing you wouldn't expect to have in an LX trim is heated seats. I always consider the heated seats to be a luxury item in any trim level, but you have heated seats for driver and passenger. If you have a really cold butt, you put it on 3. If you have a lukewarm butt, you put it on 1. And then if you've got a hot butt already, you just turn it off. Down below your heated seats, you're going to have one 12 volts, a USB, this is gonna be what you use for your Apple CarPlay, and then there are 2 rapid charging USBs right here. So we know the front's comfortable, but let's hop into this middle seat to see if we fit. My knees are close to the seat, but they are not touching it. So in terms of space, you get a thumbs up, Kia. But back here is surprisingly comfortable. Got a nice little cup holder armrest for your back passengers. And I like the way these sit, but they're just comfy. No complaints here. You have a lot of space in the trunk. Underneath this floorboard is where your spare tire is gonna be. This is a great place to put winter clothes. I mean, there is so much space in here. That's what I would do if I owned this vehicle. I would put winter clothes in here. But this whole section can come down 1. Very helpful for if you have a tall item or you just don't have enough space. But I like how easily you can move this back and forth. You have a 60-40 split seat. So the possibilities for holding extra gear are tremendous. And now I think we've covered all the tech, we've covered the exterior, the interior. Now I think it's time for us to take this thing for a drive. So you know the drill, it's time to buckle you in. Even though this is one of the safest Kias on the market, you still gotta be safe. Even if you're a material item such as my camera. So this is a push button start. And let's go. The Sportage has always been pretty close to my heart. I like the size of the Sportage. It's not too big, it's not too small. So the 2022 Sportage LX is powered by a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. It has a 6-speed automatic transmission. And so far, just by driving it around, I haven't had any issue with power delivery. I'm really happy that Kia decided to put the 3 drive modes inside of the LX trim. It really makes it a more engaging experience and just more fun to drive. Now, like I told you before, this is a very safe vehicle. It still has the Kia DriveWise safety technologies, such as forward collision avoidance assist with pedestrian detection, keeping assist like I told you about. This thing has lane departure warning, driver attention warning, and it's also got a tire pressure monitoring system. So essentially the 2022 Sportage LX checks off all the boxes on my list of what I would need and want in a car. If you're in the market for a compact utility vehicle, definitely look at the Sportages. Check out every trim level because they're all sweet. I'd be very shocked if you got disappointed by the LX trim level. Now I've covered a lot, but I certainly haven't covered it all. If you have any questions about the Kia Sportage LX, the 2022, then go talk to the car experts at I-25 Kia. Or if you don't want to leave your home, go to i25kia.com. We've got an amazing payment calculator where you can figure out what you're going to pay monthly, and you can also see how your credit score holds up. Or if you want that hands-on experience, take advantage of our 24-hour home test drive. No matter where you live at in Colorado, we'll deliver this vehicle to you. Whenever you're done with it, we'll come and pick it up. If you want to buy it, we'll bring over the paperwork, we'll clean it up for you, we'll bring it back to you, and then the car is yours. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Check back next week for some more Colorado Kia content, and have a great day. Bye.